Right. We are talking about critter control. The man with the ultimate green thumb, Tiger Palafox, is joining us this morning. You're so looking summery this morning. I like it. It's been a while since we've been able to dress in flip-flops and stuff in the morning.
I know, huh? It's always been cold, but this is nice. And now after watching Brooke, I'm like, well, if you get out in the garden, you can kind of work out a little bit.
Pump your arms in the garden this morning, too.
Exactly.
Well, I'm really interested in this segment this morning because my husband and I have been talking to you a lot about we're trying to get our garden growing and getting our grass going and everything. We have these little rabbits that come by middle of the night, and they just demolish everything that we've done. So this morning, I'm sure a lot of people out there go through the same thing. Maybe even some bigger critters, raccoons and skunks, all those things.
Birds and all that.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a week ago, I was driving to my friend Tina and Robert's house, and I saw this beautiful fig tree loaded with fruit, and then all of a sudden I saw these crows just take off from it, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then it got to make me thinking, now's the time of year that your tomatoes are ripening, all your vegetables are ripening, your fruit is ripening, so there's a lot of pests that are coming in and trying to take that from you and try to harvest your harvest before you get a chance to get there.
But no fear, you are here, right?
Exactly.
So what'd you bring for us this
Let's start off with birds.
Okay.
Right there, covering that tomato cage, you see it's a bird netting. Okay. Now, bird netting is kind of a loose plastic material. You drape it over a tree, you drape it over a tomato cage or a garden.
It's not, doesn't feel hard or anything.
Exactly. It allows light and water through it, so you don't have any problems there, but it will keep creatures out. This is probably my primary pest repellent right here for all pests. Raccoons, squirrels, skunks, rabbits, deer, birds, all of it. It works for everything because it's not going to allow the creature in there. And then not only that, you feel this. It's real lightweight. Like, I would get scared to get tangled up in this.
I was just going to say that, though, the soft side in me is coming out while we're doing this right now, and I want to make sure that they're not going to get hurt.
Usually they have a lot of fear that they just stay away from it in general.
Okay.
I've seen orchards do this. I've never seen a bird trapped in it or anything else like that. So usually they instantly see it and kind of sense that they're not going to be safe in there, and then they go somewhere else.
Well, that's good.
So this is a primary one. This is wonderful to drape over a vegetable garden or anything else like that.
And then maybe if you have people over, you can just take it off.
Real easy to take
They
off.
don't have to know that you keep it all caged up at night, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a really good option.
But if you do have fear, this is a tape. It's a shiny tape. So you put it over a tree or in a garden as well, and it kind of flickers in the sunlight. And you'll see a lot of these in the Central Valley where they kind of flicker in the sunlight. And that, again, is kind of scary because animals aren't, they're not secure when there's like lots of movement and things like that. And again, for rabbits, for birds and other creatures like that. So that's another good one.
And you just put it in the, how do you put it on there?
It's just you cut it in strips and tie it to the little branch or something, or put it on a stake in the garden, and it works wonderful.
Great, okay. And then you've got, what do we got here? Critter Ritter.
Yeah.
That's a clever name.
It is, huh? Now, this is a great repellent for a lot of your ground creatures, like your rabbits and your squirrels and your deer. Now, the wonderful part about this repellent is that it's a granular that you shake over the area, so the odor repels the creatures. Now, it's not an unattractive odor to you. It's garlic, thyme oil, little things like that. So there is a fragrance to it, but it's not super repelling to you, but to animals and stuff like that, they don't like that at all.
Cool.
So that works really well.
And it's not going to hurt them once again, right?
No, it's not. It's a lot of food-based products, so it's not going to hurt them at all.
All right, no cat zone.
Yeah, cats in the garden, when you got your cats that are going and defecating in the garden or all that stuff, this is a great product to kind of rid them from that, and it's a safe product to use again. And then this plant skid product here is a repellent that is foliar based. So this is a spray that you mix together and you apply to the foliage. So when they chew it, they don't like the taste of it, but it also has a odor that also repels them, so they hopefully won't get near it.
All about the smells with the animals, keeping them from going in.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. We've got about 30 seconds, so tell us what this interesting thing is down here.
Well, this is just a live trap. So you're going to catch critters in here like squirrels, or a friend of mine, Pearl, caught a squirrel in here the other day in this specific trap. It was awesome. But skunks and raccoons, if they're causing havoc in your garden, you can trap them and then move them to another location.
And free them, of course.
Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. Call vector control and see what you need to do to free them. But this is wonderful. We use this in the nursery a lot because we get a lot of raccoons there, and it works wonderful, and it's safe. And like you say, you just free them and no problems at all. Relocate them.
We like
They'll be fine.
I like freeing them. Okay, Tiger, thank you so much. Of course, if you have any more questions, he showed us a lot of things. My ring is getting stuck on this. Okay, you can go down to Mission Hills Nursery, chat with him. He'll help you out.